Alrighty, fellas. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today? Another beautiful day to play some PokeMMO. We have a catch event today, as well as a lot more upcoming catch events that were actually announced recently. Let's jump into your daily source of PokeMMO news, tips, tricks, information, the PokeMMO stream recaps. How are we doing today, fellas? First things first, the Volcarona catch event. This is coming up today, so if you're watching the stream recap, I'm sorry it's a little too late for you. I try to always announce catch events like this a few days in advance, as soon as they're posted on the forums. It gives you guys a little bit of time to prepare and hopefully schedule and come over to these. We've got the level 100 Volcarona up for grabs today. Now, the upcoming catch event, so the ones you actually can make it to Sunday, the 22nd of June. This is very, very, very close to celebrate Safari Week, which is live right now in the Pokemon community, not even just PokeMMO. 22nd of June, Sunday at 11 a.m. ET. It's at the Safari Zone in Kanto. You're gonna have 1 hour to catch as many Safari Pokemon as possible. And then you submit an entry the same way you would any normal catch event. If you're new to catch events and I've never done one, if you Google PokeMMO catch events explained, I have tons of videos and guides covering catch events in great detail. We have a gift shiny Venonat here with really good stats, 2 moves, 3 selectable IVs, and 3x28 IVs for the first place winner. Make sure to be there or be square. And then a new catch event I don't think I've covered so far today. Or covered so far on a stream recap. An upcoming shiny Spoink catch event, which I love. I think shiny Spoink and Grumpig are criminally underrated shiny Pokemon in PokeMMO. Like super, super, super beautiful shiny Pokemon. So when is this? This is on Sunday the 29th. So next week. We have a full week to prepare for this at 12 p.m. ET. Perfect timing for me, my stream time. And then a Jagged Pass in Hoenn. 1 hour to catch as many Spoink and only Sudowoodo. It's only 2 Pokemon to catch for 1 hour. Timid and modest, you know, nature bonuses, typical stuff, 1000 RP, etc., etc. All right, that's the upcoming typical catch events. Now on to non-catch event PokeMMO events. There is an official PokeMMO, the 2nd annual PokeMMO Shiny Wars coming up, which is really freaking exciting. Since the 5-week catch event, yes, I can, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll send that over to chat really quick. There you go. The 2nd official Shiny Wars is coming up, man. I covered this in depth in a recent video. Really, really, really beautiful event. I think this was really, really well balanced. I mean, there's so many I think they really answered every single concern the players had from the previous Shiny War. And this is your only opportunity. If you ever seen someone with these shiny Charizard wings, these sparkling Charcoal Dragon wings, this event is the only chance to get them. It is one of the rarest events in the game. One of the most intense events, and very, very, very competitive. I'm sure we'll see lots of rising stars in these Shiny Wars. It's literally like the Super Bowl of PokeMMO, of shiny hunting in PokeMMO. And then it's so good. And if you're not a shiny hunter, you can still like use Shiny Wars to your advantage and go ahead and stock up on or flip or sell fossils and dittos. Fossils and dittos are 2 of the biggest endgame resources for endgame shiny hunting. It's going to be huge to, you know, make some money as an average player, as a non-shiny hunter during those events. And then finally, one suggestion box post I wanted to cover, because this comes from a player who is clearly very experienced at something, very, very skilled at a very specific part of PokeMMO, and I love experts like this. I know that I love PokeMMO and I've played this game a ton, and I am a little bit of a jack of all trades, but I mostly shiny hunt. You know, I'm mostly good at that at the end of the day. But this person is a Battle Frontier expert. And how many Battle Frontier experts do you run into? So I'm going to read through. They wrote a big post over on the forums. I recommend checking it out. Is over all of this information, everything I'm covering is on the PokeMMO official forums. You can check it out, but let's read through a little bit of what they have to say. So they go on to say, hi, my name is Shamandara. I started playing PokeMMO in December 2023 with the main objective to enjoy the Battle Frontier. I play the Battle Tower religiously as my main activity in the game, with over 2,000 hours in the Battle Frontier. I have multiple rank 1 records achieved on the in-game leaderboards. If anyone's curious on my experience in Battle Frontier, since day 1 of playing, I've been experiencing bugs that are still active today, which make the experience less pleasant. Every single bug I've encountered, I've reported to a support ticket, and the devs, you know, which basically, why do the bugs still exist? I mean, I can answer that. It's probably time and energy and resources, but I understand the frustration. I know for a fact they're aware of them. I wish that it's fair to say I wish that more energy was put into fixing the bugs rather than on new features. I think PokeMMO, in comparison to other MMOs, does a really good job of focusing on rehauling, like the GTL rehaul last year, for example, and the PC rehaul. We've gotten 2 system overhauls over the past year and a half or so, which is really, really good in my opinion. However, there's always more to do. I understand that. I plan to include all bugs regarding the battle frontier here in this post with provided screenshots and clips to elaborate. So they basically go over all these different bugs. Battle tower consumable items disappearing. And they have clips and you know, full-on evidence. Battle arena judgment equals, I don't know what this is. In the battle arena facility, when a player's Pokemon loses to judgment, like a certain move, not only is the Pokemon unusable for the battle, but it's also removed from the player's party until the end of the 7-game run. Like, that's really weird. Battle arena body calculation error. In the battle arena facility, there's some sort of miscalculation when it comes to the judgment of the body category. In the original game, the category goes as follows. The game completes the following calculation for each Pokemon. Pokemon's current HP, highest value is the judgment for body. I don't understand what this is. Referee judging category. This is once again out of my depth. I don't know these, right? I can't speak on this. I have no idea. Battle tower. It's honestly interesting. It encouraged me. I want to learn the basic battle tower elements of PokeMMO because it's one of the best ways to earn BP, and they actually go into that, you know. Battle tower BP rewards are too low. For a fresh from 0, you have a which is valid. 7 wins is 350 BP, sorry. 14 wins is 500 BP. 21 wins is 625 BP. 28 wins 800, 975, 1300, 700, and eventually 2000 BP. That's like really, really cool. So eventually, if you get far enough and advanced enough in the battle tower, you can get 2000 BP per 7 wins. That's like really, 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 really good. I'm sure it's really, really hard to get there, but that is if you could get to that 2K, that's a ridiculous amount of BP in correlation to, I assume, it depends on time spent, but that's really, really good in my opinion. Yeah, someone in chat says devs might need to expand their team. I think that is definitely the most logical solution. I agree with you, but from my guesstimate, we don't know for sure. It seems like the PokeMMO devs are very unwilling and unwanting to do that for some valid reasons. They actually had, I know this is like rumors and stuff, but I think from my understanding, the rumors back in the day was they did have a developer split off from the game and went on to make or help take some of the code from PokeMMO, like stolen code, and help develop other Pokemon MMOs. So they've had problems with people stealing their code and people kind of backstabbing them. So I understand the hesitancy to grow the team, but I do think I definitely think the best thing would be to expand the team. But I don't know. The problem is, how do you know? We don't have any of the inside numbers, right? Like, because we don't know how much revenue they're making, how much their workload is, how many hours they're putting in. We just have no idea. It seems from the outside look, I would love for them to expand their team. And they kind of did within the past. It was a big deal within the past 2 years or so. The PokeMMO devs did hire on what's his name, the first new dev in like 10 years to work on the iOS port of the game. So they actually did hire a new dev for the first time in so fucking long. Right, they did hire a new dev to actually help them with the iOS port. So I think there's some I would love to see them do that more, but I'm glad they at least tried it and see how it's going. But I don't know. Obviously, I can't speak for them. I'm just a player at the end of the day. But there's a lot to talk about there. Hopefully, that was a fun stream recap. A lot of cool upcoming events. We focus on that, and we'll see if anything else happens. We have a catch event to do today. I'm gonna go get my gym rerun done and get prepped for that event. No, this is kind of a really fair point Miss brings up. I always say that people always ask, you know, should I hunt legendary Pokemon on the main account? And I always say it's not really worth efficiency-wise to hunt legendaries on a main account. So on Iron Man, of course it is. But like, that's why I love Iron Man, because it makes so many things that are efficient, if that makes sense, or kind of more worth to do. But on a main account, it's not generally worth getting the legendaries, because unless you want to collect them, right? It's to give you an idea, you know, efficiency is not everything. On my main account, I went for all the legendaries with my OT because it's fun. It's a fun thing to collect. That's the whole point of the game, is to have fun, right? So do it if it's fun, but don't do it if you feel like you have to because of an efficiency thing, right? That's not efficient to hunt legendaries on the main account, except for someone said, and I don't think about this enough, except for what's it called, raids. Like Heatran raid, for example, you need a certain amount of OTs to do certain raids. Heatran raid, for example, requires 4 of the Pokemon to be your OT. I don't know if you need any legendaries for the Heatran raid is the problem. I'm trying to think back. It's been a while, but it's really important to remember what OTs you have and if you have enough OTs. So you might want to go for like you might want to go for like a OT, what's it called? You might want to go for an OT Zapdos or an OT, you know, something, right? I'm getting distracted by chat. You might want to go for you actually might want to, on a main account in modern day PokeMMO, go for OT legendaries that actually have good good relevance in raids. It's a great point to bring up. I know I'm glazing the Iron Man, but I think it's so cool, dude. One of the coolest things on an Iron Man account is that wild caught semi comps, or like really good comps that aren't like quite usable on a main account, become really amazing. This Zubat, look at this, Adamant Nature, 31 attack, 20 plus in all the defense stats, 24 plus in every stat, right? This is an amazing wild catch, crazy wild catch. If I got this on a main account, I would be like, wow, that's a really nice catch, but it only sells for like 20k. Or I can't even, like, why would I use this in PvP? Because on a main account, right, I could just go build a better one for like 50k, or like super cheap, like, because Pokemon are so cheap right now in the market, which is a massive problem. This should be an amazing catch, and on an Iron Man account, it is an amazing catch, which makes it so fucking sick. So I love that Iron Man brings value back to how PokeMMO used to make a lot of us feel, and then they make a lot of those catches, like, it brings back that value. It's so beautiful, man. Okay, this is genuinely insane. This is Castle's Iron. He has got to be, I don't know, I can't confirm 1000%, but he has got to be, in my opinion, the first Iron Man account to get a Heatran, right? Like, this is crazy. I started my Iron Man account. I started the account, which really propelled a lot of people to obviously, you know, popularize it a bit more, to create accounts about a month and a week ago. So what is that, 5 weeks ago? This guy created a fresh account, an Iron Man from scratch, and got Heatran within 5 weeks. That's unbelievable. Like, for reference, to even attempt Heatran, you have to have a very specific team of Pokemon, with very specific stats and 31s. You have to have 3 other like-minded people with those exact teams. You also have to be in the right slot and have the right Pokemon with the right hidden ability access. You also have to have the complete Pokedex to even make it up to the raid. There are, like, you have to have all 5 regions done, I believe. At least, yeah, probably for Pokedex. All 5 regions done. Pokedex completion, which are 2 things I don't have, as well as the incredibly IV'd Pokemon. This is ridiculous. This is like, that's crazy. Like, I would say not easily 99, less than 1% of PokeMMO players have a Heatran, let alone an Iron Man. This is probably the first ever Iron Man Heatran, and I don't think we'll see another Iron Man Heatran for a while. And it wouldn't surprise me if by the end of the year, I would take a very strong stance that by the end of the year, maybe around 100 Iron Men have a Heatran. Less than 100, right? That's my guesstimate, which is insane when we have 6 months until the end of the year and he's already got one. It's like hard. It's fucking, to put in, it's just wild. It's hard to believe. It's wild. I've never thought of something like this. Matismo said, I love the idea of Black White 2, because the devs have talked about introducing like the missing cities from Black White 2 and kind of combining them, not doing a whole new Black White 2, because I don't think it's a different enough storyline run. A lot of people argue against that, but, you know, in my opinion, I don't think it's different enough to be a whole new region, and it feels redundant to have 2 Univas. But Matismo said, I love for Black and White 2 to be a hard mode level story. Maybe you can only play it after finishing all of the other 5 regions. That's kind of fucking cool. You said it would be like give us a reward halfway to Mount Silver. That's really cool. So after all 5, you don't have, you know, it's like a midway point, an intermediate checkpoint in the game versus Mount Silver being end game. Honestly, it's a very cool, like a hard mode storyline. Where, like, I love the idea of a hard mode storyline. We talked about like storyline prestiging in the past. I love the idea of having to do a storyline, but everything's like level like 50 to 100, or like really high levels, you know, and like, the Pokemon are really powerful. Maybe the enemies have legendaries, like in like the gym reruns, or, you know, I like what we see in Elite Four reruns and gym reruns, but in a true story rerun, like a story prestige, would be super interesting in my opinion. This is a great question. How many people join the official events on average? I'm taking a wild guess. We don't know. Based on the 120 catch events I've seen and been to, or 120, 130 or so now with the Iron, maybe one. I've been to like 120 or 140 catch events in my PokeMMO career. Based on my anecdotal experience of like going to channels, blah, blah, I would guess around 300. I would guess there's around 300 players on average per catch event. Now, I'm sure less popular events can have as low as 100 players, or more popular can we see 500 or more. For example, in the recent 1 billion Pokeyen, which has obviously attracted a lot more players than a normal official catch event, but the 1 billion Pokeyen catch event attracted over 2,000 players. That event ended up having like 2,500 players, which was fucking crazy. Wait, I'm learning so many things today about PokeMMO, dude. 10,000 hours, fucking who gives a shit? I never knew this. Someone asked about our RP items. You can trade them to your accounts or whatever. And so for those who don't know, you can pop if you have one login, there's different like multiple accounts and multiple characters, right? One login, one account can have 3 characters, right? So I know that the account box is split between the 3 characters between that login, between that account, right? And if you pop a donator status on one of those characters, that donator status will actually be active on all 3 of those characters, which is really cool, right? I didn't know that you could mail an XP, if you buy an XP reamplifier on your main account, and you could mail it to the other accounts on that same login. I did not know that. The reamplifier is account locked, not character locked. So you actually can, even though it's an untradeable item and cannot be traded to other players off of that one account, you can still transfer it to the other accounts. That's so crazy. I had no idea. That's really, really wild. Okay, this might be, it's been a while since we had a Foodtrouski take. It's usually just Movie-Trouski popping up in the streams nowadays. This is my first Foodtrouski in a while. Me and my wife were playing one of those dumb little, like, would you rather food games last night, and it was, cereal or oatmeal. This might be one of my hotter food takes, but I think that the best oatmeal in the world outbeats the best cereal. Like, I've had oatmeal that has just changed my life. Like, the thickest, most amazing, fucking dense, delicious oatmeal with a giant ball of brown sugar in the middle. Like, the best oatmeal is so good. It is like legitimately life-changing. So comforting. However, the average oatmeal, it's really hard to find. I've never had a good oatmeal other than like the one I had from one place, one restaurant, right? Every other oatmeal, it's never. So like 99% of cereal beats out oatmeal 99% of the time. I think I am cereal over oatmeal for the most part, but the best oatmeal beats out the best cereal, if that makes sense. Pragmatically, we go cereal, but in theory, oatmeal is better. Okay, we finally made it, dude. We finally made it. Fun fact, this Volcarona right here actually used to be the only soft reset shiny hunt in PokeMMO. You used to be able to interact with this. That's why I know I used to go to this spot all the time to soft reset. It's been a long time though. You could interact with this Larvesta, which is like a static spawn counter. Check to see if it was shiny, and then run away and do that over and over and over. You'd have to fail the battle on like log out and log back in, and then don't connect to your pre-existing session, and it would send you back to the PC. It was very weird. But there was a way where you could soft reset hunt this, and I made a video about it. That was one of the most times I've ever legitimately impacted PokeMMO. I made a video showing how you could soft reset hunt this, and it was nerfed 2 weeks later. I've never seen anything like that. So that was crazy. But it was a cool time, dude. All right, Epoch wanted to show off, who's one of the best collectors and one of the coolest collectors and like really knowledgeable people in terms of like rare PokeMMO weird niche things. He said he just added this to his collection. He said the chances of this spawning are like billions to 1. I'm gonna go around step by step and see why is this so rare. I'm assuming it's the IVs, but let's see. Caught 2023. Okay, firstly, this is a rare spawn, right? This is a Route 113, level 18. Is that the location in Hoenn? So it's a rare spawn in Hoenn. So it's probably about a 5% encounter rate, is my guess. Okay. Oh, is it wild caught competitive? That's pretty beautiful. 31 HP, defense, special defense, 25 plus speed. That's pretty beautiful. I have no idea. So the odds of a 3 times 31 are 1 in... It'd be the same as a 2 times 31 normal Pokemon. So I think it's a 1 in 78. But the odds of getting that... But the odds of getting those in the right stats, like the fact that Skarmory needs these 3 stats specifically, plus the nature is like perfect. Like that's fucking crazy, right? That is so crazy. Wait, what? Wait, I submitted a 19. Wait, I submitted. I have the, wait, I'm sorry. I had it on screen. I submitted it to Call Me Sensei. I showed it on stream. I submitted a 19 on stream to Call Me Sensei. You submit to the wrong mod? No, they said taking entries. Somebody got something wrong. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. There's a personal error happening. I should have won 4th place. And I have it all live on stream. We can go with the clip. Do you have nature bonus? No, it was timid or modest. So something there was a mistake made. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Took my 4th place, ... I'm so sorry if I did. We're gonna get it figured out. Like, the PokeMMO staff go through so many submissions every single event. Mistakes are gonna happen, and maybe I said that I probably yapped too much in my entry. I probably should have put the Pokemon at the front of the entry and then said like thank you for what you know after. I don't know what to see, but all right, I did. Okay. I feel a little bad. I'm sorry it happened like that, or if I made it more complicated for the devs. After verification with 4th place, Patrouski. So, okay, anybody, dude, that's, whew, what a weird day, man. 4th place because of, if anything, this was anti-streamer privilege. I almost lost it because of a mistake, which is okay, you know, it happens. It should be the opposite. Patrouski really needed that one. Poor Jose. Oh man, now I just feel, oh man, but that's Patrouski. We do take the 4th place, man. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe Pat Hayer's gonna freak out. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm just happy. I'm happy for the RP, man. I'm gonna close global chat. Every time I win an event, people are getting sick of it. I get it to some extent, but obviously it shouldn't be, you know. This account has been insanely lucky. The fact that I got a 4th place, the fact that I've placed in 2 events is so crazy. That's on the positive note. That's gonna get me a fucking Flyawk Arena, boys. That's gonna help tremendously, dude. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane. You know what? Okay, if someone could get me Jose's IGN, if someone could get me his in-game name, I will send him the 250 RP on the main account. That's not a big deal. I do feel bad that he felt, you know, that he felt gypped. Let me know his IG. We'll try to find his IGN and get him that proper. Mods are giving Jose stuff apparently. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it was just missed. Oh, this is so cute. It was submitted in time but missed somehow, and since the mistake comes from our side, Jose will be compensated. Like, yeah, okay, this is hell yeah, man. There we go. It all works out in the end. Like, there you go, man. Dude, yeah, W Jose, W Patrouski. That's what matters. Dude, GG is just it should be, you know, just a fun catch event. I enjoyed it. I can't believe. Also, every time I'm late to a catch event, I was late to this event today again. Remember? Oh my God. Every time I'm late to a catch event, we win. That's the new, I need to be fashionably late to every event. That's the new strat that I'm finding. Holy guacamole. GG's, boys. Another successful catch event. I can't believe the Ironman got another W. Not a 1st place, obviously, but that's, what a wild time, man. GG's, man. Holy, man. Holy. Hashtag the good ending. Oh, everybody. Okay. It's funny how much everybody like flipped. Everybody's like so happy now. As soon as Jose gets compensated, everyone's, yes, dude. This community's amazing. That's so wholesome. That's so funny. Okay, I'm over on the main account for a sec. I know Jose is already being compensated, but just as he was such a cool guy about it, and he was like so chill. I think he even said like, I love Patrouski or some shit. GZ King. He got 4th place. If you get 4th place in a catch event, you only get 250 RP, which is not that much. I'm gonna give him an extra 1,000 on top. I know you're being compensated. But sorry for stealing your 4th place. Plus, your name is based. There you go. Thanks for being a cool guy. There we go. Should be good, right? Is there his IG also? He just has the IGN Jose is so fucking sick. W Jose. 1250. Yeah, dude, you should get 1250 RP for 4th place, dude. There you go. There you go, Jose. A little extra on top because 4th place only getting 250 RP. You know, I think you should a little extra. There you go, man. I've seen this question asked a ton. I don't know if I've done a proper answer in a stream recap. I will not be entering the upcoming Pokemon Shiny Wars. I just don't have the time for it, and it's a really hard decision. It actually like is really hard for me to come to this, and it like hurts me. Right? I love shiny hunting. I love shiny wars. I love competitions like that. It's a really hard decision for me to make, but I think it's the better one for me, my mental, physical health, my relationship, my career, like everything. It's just objectively better for me not to do shiny war, even though I do love the event so much. There's just too many other positives that outweigh it. So unfortunately, I won't. Safari week, I won't be doing too much, but I'll be doing a little bit. I plan to do some safari hunting on the IRONMAN account to sort of celebrate that, but not as much shiny hunting as it is like catching breeders, maybe like breeding up a big one. Yeah, this includes the Mr. Shiny War. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that either, unfortunately, which is unfortunate, but I think it's better for my content and for me and for, yeah, it's a really tough decision, but I think it's the better one, and hopefully the content, hopefully the Iron Man episodes live up to it and stuff, and I'm just really enjoying it. So we're gonna keep grinding for Articuno, hopefully get that soon, and just keep working on what we're working on, and try to make some good progress and good content. Yes, I will absolutely, Essence, I will be rooting for a team. I think it's so important. I still want to keep tabs on and watch the Shiny Wars event and see what people are getting, see what's happening, because there's so much passion put into that event. I will be picking a team and giving it my Patrouski endorsement and seal of approval and rooting for a team to win Shiny War for sure this year. I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's probably about time I call it. We still ended up doing a 3-hour stream. Was meant to be a shorter stream today, just to do a Jimmy run and do the catch event. Nice little Friday stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I can't believe what happened. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, and subscribe to the channel for Pokemon videos every single day on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday usually, and then obviously weekend streams like this sometimes for catch events at 12 p.m. ET generally. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, the best way to support this month for the next 1 week or so, maybe even less, very few days left, is Factor. Clicking the first link in the description below these stream recaps brings you over to Factor, which is an amazing food service that me and my wife use every so often. It's a really nice meal kit service where they ship ready to microwave meals straight to your door. They're really high in nutrients, high in protein. If you want that, I get the high protein meals. I have this deal going for 6 more days, probably 5 more as you're watching this. 5 more days to get 50% off your first order. 50% off is ridiculous. I always say with the deal, it's really hard to go wrong. It's worth trying in my personal opinion. I think everybody should try Factor using the 50% off. If it fits your lifestyle, it's not for everybody, to be fair. It's if you're really fast, if you're busy, if you work from home or work, if you're self-employed, if you're really busy and you don't want to worry about getting all your nutrients, so you kind of struggle with that. Factor is a nice little, like, almost supplement of a meal where it's a really high nutrient dense meal. It gives you everything you need in a nice little package. So check it out. Link is in the description. But that's it for me. I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys Sunday for another Safari themed catch event, and then back Monday for our usual streams. And I'll see you guys hopefully Sunday for episode 5 of the Iron Man Progress series, which is the best episode yet. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here, and I wanted to thank you personally for watching the video until the very end. I really appreciate that. And if your name is on this list, thank you to the moon and back, because you allow me to even make these videos by supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.